Hi, it's Megan. I have recently gotten and tried and really like the Givenchy Poudre Lumiere Originelle. So they call this a soft powder radiance enhancer. It's 0.35 ounces and it's $57. So the Givenchy black, I don't know, I like the sleek Givenchy black. The sleek Givenchy black with my fingerprints all over it, which is always what happens when I have the sleek black in any brand. And then there's the mirror. It's a little black thing covering, very sleek. And then there's the beautiful, I'm not sure how well, some powders sometimes don't show up so well on camera, but that's why I do the outdoor swatches, so you can see. And this one, the swatch isn't going to show up so much on camera either. I'm going to do it on my wrist, but it's mostly going to just show up on my finger. So what they say is this is a limited edition highlighting powder that lights up the face with natural looking glow while accentuating the skin's freshness. And then what I love about the description of this is that they say, Nicolas Tagines, which I won't pronounce correctly, tells a story of how an angelic beauty is created through the Love Revolution original collection, an idea of innocence with a universal vitality. The Givenchy woman will define her own aura like an enhancing halo to reveal her zest for life. The light of the divine, the light of the diva, the product is free of talc. That last line, I actually never noticed that before. It's free of talc. It's good to know. Okay, so they say it gives the complexion a delicate illumination, and they say apply it generously over the entire face to create a fresh-faced glow. It can also be used on the cheekbones, bridge of nose, center of chin, and forehead to enhance the overall structure of the face. So, what do I think? First of all, just to compare it to a couple of other powders, the Prism Libre is much more shimmery. Like it has like bits of shimmer glitter in it. The Powder Lumiere Originelle does not have any shimmers. And then compared to the Confetti Powder, it's very similar to the Confetti Powder. Let's just pull out the Confetti Powder. To the actual formula, but the colors in the Confetti Powder are a lot warmer. So this one is a cooler toned highlighter. And so what I thought, I wrote down a bunch of things. I said what it does is it gives you a sheer natural glow with no glitter. It gives a kind of a natural luminosity, a beautiful finish, and it enhances the skin is the way to look at it. This is something that is going to, if you see these, 'cause some people try these types of powders and they don't see them. If you see it, it's going to kind of give you a softened glow, luminosity. It's going to even out your skin tone a little bit. It's going to give you that radiant glow that young people have so easily and naturally. So this is what it looks like. And when I swatch it, it's very creamy. So this is a very creamy powder. It doesn't kind of, you know, there's that powdery buildup that you sometimes get with compacts. I don't get any of that from this one. So here it is. And you can see it's slightly warm toned. Slightly. And I would, the swatches even outside, I'm not even, they don't show up so well. It just, you're not going to see it so much. But we'll rub a little bit. I'm not even going to use a brush. I'm just going to use my finger. Let's see, where will we put it? We'll put it right here. That's not, yeah, it's not going to show. But it does make your skin glow a little bit. How does it compare to Meteorites? I think that this is a little bit more subtle than the Meteorites. It has a little bit less glow. So this is, I've described another powder this way once before. This is like giving you a kind of an old film star kind of a look. It's a little bit less glow than a lot of the other finishing powders that are out there. I have dry skin and it doesn't dry my skin out at all. It just makes me look more radiant and more even and more perfect and more all of that. I think that's all I have to say about it. I've said everything I wrote down. Luminous, enhancing skin. I really like it. Is it worth the money? It's a hard powder to dupe, honestly. I don't have a lot else like it except for the Confetti Powder, which is so much more expensive. And I think also the YSL kind of spring powder was a little bit like this. Meteorites has a little bit more glow to it. So if you like this sort of powder, it's a really hard one to dupe, and since it is a little bit creamier to work on dry skin, it's not going to bunch up. It doesn't settle into lines, or which is one of the problems I can sometimes have with powder. It kind of just falls off my face since my skin is dry and kind of settles in the wrong places and just doesn't look right. So I really like this powder, but not everyone is going to love it. If you like this kind of product, this is a really, really good version of one. And it's not too warm toned or too cool toned, but yet it's not adding a lot of color, so it should work for most skin tones. That's all I have to say. Please subscribe to on YouTube. It helps me a lot, and I would love to hear if people have this. It's hard sometimes to wreck the beautiful finish on these pressed powders with just that overlay. Limited edition, so if you want it, get it before it sells out. But I'd love to hear from other people who have it. And that's all. Thanks for watching.